Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna attempt to do a video that a lot of people have been requesting for a while. People ask me what are all the modifications and upgrades that I've done to my TT back here, Patty, since I bought it a bit, around 2 years ago. I've never collected all of that in one video. I'm gonna attempt to do small clips to just show you everything I've done and hopefully put all the necessary links and links to other videos that I've done in some of the modifications. When I started the channel, it was already well into having done a lot of things on the car. So I've never gone back and sort of explained what I've done since I got it. So I'm gonna attempt to do that. There's a lot of pictures that I'm gonna include in the video so that you can see the before and after, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Alright guys, so let's start from the beginning. The first modification I did in the Audi TT was changing the original Fat 5 wheels that come with the TT. I didn't like them at the time, and I changed them for a different 17-inch wheel. I'll show pictures of that. I ended up selling those to my friend Cruz. You have seen them probably in his black TT. And later I bought this Rotiform RSEs, 18 inches. I put some Continental tires on them. They're 235/40 size wheels, tires, sorry. And then later I did some installation of the disc rotors and the new pads. I'm gonna put links to those videos, but ultimately this is what I wanted the car to look like. I saw a picture on the internet of a car that had the same wheels, and I always wanted to have these rotiforms. I ended up plastic dipping the center caps, as you see, in red. I think they look good. And I also did some ceramic coating of the wheels, and I'm gonna put a link to that video too here. So that was the first modification that I did. The next modification was the tinted glass, 35%, and they're dark but not super dark, so it doesn't impact visibility, but I wanted to just make sure that I had increased contrast between the silver and black accents, so that worked out well. Then after that, I had some people professionally paint my calipers. If I would have known at the time, I probably would have done the job myself, but these are professionally painted. These are the original calipers in the car. As I've mentioned in other videos, it's one of the upgrades I might do in the future, some a big brake kit for this car. I think that would be good. But again, I'm very happy with the result because it's professionally painted, and I just think that it adds to the overall look of the car. Okay, so then after that, I repainted the grills down below. It's quite easy job. You just remove them, repaint them with some black sort of matte paint. I then bought the grill honeycomb style to replace the original. I'll show pictures of that. I replaced, or not replaced, but added this Cupra front lip, which again improves the stance of the car. And then if we go to the back here, I also replaced the rear diffuser, which is originally in silver, with again a honeycomb style diffuser. It also helps, let's say, in sort of providing contrast from between the silver and the black accents. Then after that, I replaced the original headlights with some aftermarket headlights. I ended up removing them after a few months. I thought they were a safety hazard. I couldn't see well at night, I could have retrofitted them with different lamps, but I decided to go back to original, and I had somebody professionally polish them. Again, something that I would do next time myself, but he did a great job, and you see how they look. They look amazing. So I'm gonna put pictures of the headlights that I put in, and again, I think it was a safety decision to go back to stock, and I'm very happy. Next, I replaced the tail lights. I'm very happy with this modification. It's one of my favorite, actually. Some people like the original look of the all red tail lights, but I got this Spyder brand tail lights. They look amazing. The black sort of trim, and how they look. They add, you know, a different character to the car, and it sort of modernizes it. So I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna put the link down below to where you can get it. Okay, so then after that, I decided to restore the top, the canvas top. I painted it with this product. It's fantastic. I got it on Amazon. Protex canvas restorer. It's like black paint. It's really permanent. It didn't look well when I got it. I'm gonna show before and after pictures. And then I restored all of the gluing with the glass here. I used some super glue to do it. Some people think that I was just crazy, but let me tell you, it doesn't come off. And every time I have a little bit of a gap, I go back and re-glue it, and it works well. There was moisture getting into the car through the window, and it damaged the electronic control unit that sits down there, and I had to replace that with some used part that I got on eBay. But again, the canvas restorer is a fantastic product. I'm gonna put the link down below. Okay, so going into the inside of the car for a moment, the next modification I did was I replaced all the interior lights with LCDs. That's a quick and cheap modification that you can do. It really improves the lighting in the car at night. And then very importantly, I restored the center cluster. It was pixelated. It's a common problem with Audi TTs, and now it looks amazing. So the screen is clear. I did that with this guy in the UK that repairs it. I was able to ship it to him. He repaired it and shipped it back. Gonna put pictures of some of that and put his information down below. He did a fantastic job. The next modification was around performance, and one of the most important I've done. I tuned the car to stage 1 and then stage 2 tuning. I have the APR badges here just because I like it, to be honest, but I did Unitronic. Gonna put the link down below to that tuning. With that, there's a number of things that you have to do around hardware, particularly a new diverter valve. I got a forged diverter valve. I got a new downpipe from 42 Draft, and then obviously my number one and most exciting, I think, modification, which was the Borla exhaust, is to this day my favorite modification to the car. It sounds great. It doesn't sound exaggerated. It adds a lot of character to the car, and it improved its performance definitely. So I had to, as part of that, also do a new intercooler as part of getting it to stage 2. Now it's doing around 285 horsepower, and I think that's quite enough for this car. It's quick, it's responsive, and I'm very happy. It's probably the most important upgrade modification that I've done. I'm gonna put links to the products down below so that you can see exactly which parts I got and some pictures. Okay, the next modification was replacing the factory radio. I replaced it with this Pioneer unit. I think I'm gonna try to find the model number and put it down below in my paperwork. The most important thing here is that Bluetooth capability is a fantastic unit, and then very importantly, it allows you to close the lid. Right, so it's very low profile, and I'm very happy with it. And then you can change the colors of the display. I have it in red to match all the other TT interior accents. I am going in and out of the car, you might be noticing, because I'm trying to make this chronologically in terms of what I did first and whatnot. So let's go to the next one. Next, I did some plastic dipping of the rear view mirrors, and I used a different product. If you can see, maybe if I get closer, you might be able to see, you know, what the surface looks like. I use this product, I really like it. It's blasted metal, black tungsten from Rust-Oleum. It hasn't come off, it's been 2 years. It's super durable, but it's not shiny, it's not matte, it's not smooth. There's something about it that I really liked. And then I did the same for the rear spoiler. I used the same product, again very durable. I might need to do another application because it's been a while, but let me tell you, it adds to the car. I didn't want anything that was shiny or glossy, and I'm very happy with the product. Again, it's the Rust-Oleum Pill Coat blasted metal. The next mod was a quick one. I got a low profile red sort of aluminum antenna, and I got it from ecstuning.com. I'm gonna put the link down below, again just to add to some of the red accents in the car. That was a quick mod and it looks good. Okay, so the next mod is one that most TT owners do around the original factory air intake. I changed it for the Neuspeed kit. It brings with it the heat shield. As you can see, it looks good. It sounds great. It operates. I can sense a change in performance, honestly, and I've been very happy with it. So it's low maintenance, and it looks good in the engine bay. So highly recommend it. I'll put a link down below where you can get it. Okay, so continuing on the engine bay dressing up, the next thing I did, I painted the intake manifold with red wrinkle paint. I'm gonna put a link to a recent video I did where I repainted it and refreshed it. I'm very happy with the result. It adds to the overall look of the car, and then like I said before, it adds to the red accents that I wanted. So that was the next thing. Then after that, I got these bolts that I bought on wish.com. They're sent from China, and I think you can get them on eBay now. I'll try to find a link to them and put them on the description of the video, but really it adds to the overall look of the car. You can see here, you know, even on the sheet metal, I was able to replace some of those bolts. Very happy with that mod. Okay, so continuing with the engine bay, the next thing I did was painted the strut bar in red with red caliper paint. I did that recently. Again, a link to the video up there. I put a quattro sticker that it's they sell it for calipers. I put it there. It looks good. Then after that, I did some additional dressing up with this aluminum details, lids. I got this one, I believe, on ecstuning.com. There's others from CB Auto in the UK. I'm gonna try to find the links to that so you can see it, including this part. This came from the UK, and the dipstick handle there in aluminum. I think I wanted that sort of almost factory look, but with some modifications and some enhancements. So I'm very happy with that. Then I restored all the plastic parts. I'm gonna put the product down below that I used to restore the plastic. It brings the original like fiber-ish surface of the plastic. It looks almost as if it was carbon fiber, honestly, and it lasts quite a long time. So very happy with that too. Gonna put a link to all the products that I use and hopefully to all the vendors. All right. So that's the engine bay. Okay, so coming back to the interior, the shift knob. I had a different one. I'll show you in pictures. Really liked it, but I always wanted this one, and I was able to get it from the UK, and it's got the TT engraved. It's a lot more ergonomic to use. I'm very happy with it. I also bought this leather boot with quattro lettering. I think I got this on eBay. If I can find the link to it, I'll show it to you. I changed the bolts into black Allen bolts. I just noticed that they are rusting. Not happy about that, so we'll remove them and maybe I'll end up painting them. So what do you think? So that, you know, definitely is a very cool mod that I did in the center shifting mechanism here. So the other thing I did here was to paint all this interior trim with chalkboard paint. I'm gonna put a link down below to the product that I use. You have to remove it, sand it a little bit, and then it returns this original sort of matte finish, which I think it's important. You know, it gets through the years, it gets sticky, coffee gets in there, it gets scratched, and I think it was important to restore. I have a video of a day we actually did this on a couple of TTs, and I'm gonna put the link up there, and like I said, I'm gonna put the link to the product that I use. Very happy with this mod. Okay, so one of the mods that I get most questions about, particularly on Instagram, and please follow Patty the car on Instagram, I'll put the link, is this aluminum trim accents pieces. I got them from poggyparts.de. I'll put the link down below. They look amazing. This guy does an excellent job with these pieces. I have these central buttons, and then I have some additional trim like this surround trim here. Even this circle here, he sells all that. This trim over here on the vents, the trim around this speakers, the trim around here. It's just not exaggerated. It looks, you know, sufficiently OEM for my taste. Look at this trim here. He does a great job in you know, manufacturing these parts to look like as if they were supposed to come with the car. So very happy with that. Again, Poggy Parts. I'm gonna put the link down below. One of my favorite mods to the car. One of the latest modifications I did was the cell phone holder. It's really good. It's easy to mount. It's made by OEM Mounts. I'm gonna try to find the link to it and put it down below. It's magnetic and it really holds the phone in place. It doesn't move from there, and I think it's the best phone holder I've had in any car. So again, one that people ask me a lot, where did I get it? Some people are making their own now, 3D printed and things like that, which is an interesting project, but again, I'm very happy with this product. So I think that's the whole list of modifications that I've done so far, but you know this journey never ends. And I have already a couple of things that I'm going to do next. Let me show you. Alright, so what's next? The Gaugepod. I finally got it 3D printed from this guy in Europe. You saw a video, I'm going to put the link up there on how we installed this in Rodney's car, my next door neighbor, and his TT. So this is a future project. I'm going to install this in there. I'm going to try to select which 3 gauges I want. That's going to look very good on the inside of the car. So that's one. And then one that I'm going to do right now is this 3D printed throttle body cover. So that goes in there. I'm going to install it now. What I did, it comes in black, and I painted it with Plastidip red, and then put some transparent coating on it to just protect it. So that's gonna again add to the overall red accent look of the engine bay. I'm gonna be very happy with that. So I'm gonna install that now, and then we're gonna close the video after that. Okay, take a look at it installed. It looks amazing. I'm gonna put the link down below to the guy that makes them in the UK. He did a great job. Very happy with that cover. Easy install. It just goes into place, snaps quite easily, and again, it adds to the overall sort of look of the engine bay. Very happy. I'm pretty sure that by itself probably gave me 5 horsepower like every other mod out there. Anyway, so that's the latest. Let's talk about future upgrades. Alright guys, so what's next? I want you guys to give me your opinion in the comments down below on what should be the next big upgrade modification on the car. Is it a big brake kit? Is it retrofitting big brakes from maybe a Porsche Cayenne or some other car? I want your recommendations around that, because I really want to improve the braking power in the car. Or is it suspension? Should I go with coilovers? Should I go with shocks? I mean, I'm trying to determine what will be the best thing to do. I don't want to lower the stance of the car, so that's why I am a bit hesitant on coilovers. At least if they're adjustable, I think that will be a good idea for me. But I want your comments. I want your suggestions. It's future projects with the car. I'm lining up a few things in order to continue working on Patty. And then obviously, you know, I'm wearing the Gaugepod's merchandise. It's now available on the online store. Gonna put the link down below, and it's in the banner in the channel. You can get designs like logos, and then you can get some designs around the TT. I think you're gonna like it, so check it out. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate getting to 1,000 subscribers recently. Hopefully we'll do a lot more, and I can bring you interesting content. So remember to subscribe, and thank you for following Gaugepod. Take care. See you next time.